Good morning, and I'm not sure what's happening because I do not have the camera option on this phone. Possibly this app hasn't been set up yet for recording with all the features as I like to have, but still, overall, you guys still can see the screen. Some of you might wonder how I did on Saturday. I did great. I did $212 on Uber, as you guys can see on the screen. I didn't drive on Sunday. I took a day off. I had to readjust the app a little, edit some videos for the travel team, as you know, do a few other things. So that's the report here. Now, in offer was $208. That means I did got $8 extra total in tips, more than I did. As you guys can see, 126 in tips, 86 in net pay. It was a busy day. They gave me orders back to back throughout the whole day. As you guys can see, I only driven for 10 hours, did 22 trips, 40 points. And if we go there, I also had a spark, so throw another half hour there. So I did about 11 hours of active time, or online time. Now, I am around $35 right now. 2 sparks. Uber's totally silent. Did one spark delivery. Let's look at one spark delivery, which was $16. $8 tip. 2 stops. One was a large order. Right now I'm heading to Venice, because when I turned on my app for 820 drop, to my surprise, there was some back order that were not delivered out of Venice store. So one of them I didn't take, and then the second one I didn't notice was out of Venice too. So I grabbed it. It's $19. One stop, $15 delivery fee, and $4 tip. And to my surprise, that order turned out to be Venice as well. Do not know how big this order is, because I never actually turned on and looked at it, nor have I noticed the mileage. And right now I'm on my way, so I cannot check it out. I did got a notification the order will be delivered late, but hey, is it my fault that you guys are offering orders that are coming in late to me already? So that doesn't mean you guys can blame me for it. Now, something I want to mention. I did want to start working on a new app, but then I had to alter this one because it's not convenient to work on a laptop, small screen, and one screen. Usually when I work on these apps, I run 2 screen, 32-inch each, which is a lot more convenient, gives you a lot more work area. But something I want to say, and this will be different between every market, but if you guys observe, and if your market is heavy saturated, you guys will notice there's a very similarity to all this. So, we could start with DoorDash, go to Uber. I still have 7 more minutes to get to Walmart. So, DoorDash, and then, go to Spark. DoorDash prioritizes drivers, and you guys can say whatever you guys want. Prioritizes drivers based on what is your acceptance rate. As we know, some of the YouTubers made it very widely and heavily known. It's something that I said over a year ago, that acceptance rate makes a big difference. If you keep it above, if you're a top dasher, before was, you get it to a dasher and they treat you the same for the whole month, even no matter what the acceptance rate was. Now, they're treating you, giving you higher priority to deliveries. First, I believe still based on the Top Dasher. It's always been and always going to be. But they also created this 50%, I don't remember what they call it, where, so right now I'm not sure exactly how it is. I am not going to try it out because I need to make money. I cannot afford to go out and just play games and see what works, what doesn't work. I need to make sure, that what I'm doing works. But it's just not worth it for me to take these two $25 orders to get myself to 50%, to get myself to 70%, even though I considered it going back as a Top Dasher, because DoorDash did treated me before at priority, kept me busy, and I was making, for about 8-10 hour days, I was making over $200. But not anymore, since I'm not a Top Dasher. I try to multi-app when I can. It's kind of hard to do it with Spark, but I'm doing what I can, especially here in mid-South Florida. Now, we're going to go to Uber now. Uber prioritize you based on those points. These points right here, points. So based on your last quarter points level is how they going to prioritize you. Based on everything I'm saying, it's all about average. What is average in your market for the drivers? So based on what I experienced on Saturday, since I only have total of, and you guys can see it, I have total of 55 points. So that means if the average in my area is about 800 points, that means those drivers will get priority over me, and it will roll to me whatever other drivers that are available didn't take, and then I'm going to take. That's why I am getting a lot of long distance deliveries. On Saturday was busy, so there probably wasn't a lot of drivers, so I was getting some of the orders that were just worth taking, and they're decent orders. Does that mean have I seen a $20, $30, $40 orders? No, I have not seen, but I have seen some $16 order for 20 miles and stuff like that, and majority of all those orders I took because I know I need to get my points up. So that's when I said base depends on your market and situation, etc. You also need to kind of get a feeling for what is your average points in your area, who you are competing against. If you want to stay busy and you want to have a lot of choices, you need to get yourself slightly higher than average. There is no point getting too much higher than that unless you want to get, unless you want to heavily sort through what they send you. Now, as we know, there's a lot of drivers on Uber are full-time drivers. So unless you're a full-time, you're not going to get get to the average points. So it is what it is. Nothing else that I can say. It's just DoorDash does based on your acceptance rate. Uber does based on your points and previous weeks or previous quarter points. And those are the two that they use, and I haven't figured out which is which because I have not got myself ever to get to the average market area points. Now I am arriving to Walmart, so can I quickly get to my point number 3. Point number 3 is Spark. I have said that multiple times, and I'm going to say it again and again and again. Based on your acceptance rate with Spark is the same story. especially if your market is really tough. And when I mean really tough, Walmart does barely any deliveries. You're in a small town, and everybody in your town is taking every order. That means in order for you to compete with those other drivers, your acceptance rate has to be 100%. Anything less than that, good luck. But now, you might be in a bigger market where acceptance rate can be average, let's say 50% for average drivers. That means, you will be doing fine if you stay around 55, 60%. Of course, there were times where Walmart was treating drivers based on the highest paying order, based on if your acceptance rate is the highest. I've been noticing that Walmart has went away from that, at least for a while. Is it going to go back? Not sure. But like I told you guys in the past, my acceptance rate is around 100% just because of that. So, we arrived. Where do we park here? I guess I'll park here. So, spot 5. Confirm arrival. Okay, so these are things, guys, give you little tips. I'm hoping those tips make sense and help you guys succeed. And guess what, guys? I wish I could have a camera. Here at Vanna Store, we do have the Walmart van here. So, guys, they deliver TVs and orders that otherwise don't get picked up. Oh, extra large order, 2 items. $12? Oh, God. This is 12 cases of 35 bottles, 17 ounces, Zephyr Hills. No, I just wasted my time, guys. Oh, well. Guys, be blessed, be successful. There was no point coming out here for 12 cases of... I'm not loading that in my Prius.